What's going on, everyone on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Iceman Studios here, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down a full-length tutorial on a full design. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start with is the artboard. We're just going to use a 16x20 artboard. The reason why I do that is because it's perfect for DTG and screen printing, because oftentimes that is the exact dimensions. So we're just going to open up a new file. Select the 16x20 inches at resolution at 500 pixels per inch, so that way we can hold as much detail as possible. And I personally put it under RGB color. So we're just going to create that, and then we're going to load up our assets. The first one that we have is this piece right here. We're just going to put it into Photoshop, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make it as clear as possible. So we're going to go into the filter, camera raw filter, and we're just going to bring back more of the details because it is a pretty low resolution photo. Sharpening up to 50, and then for the effects you're just going to put grain up to, I'd say, about 35, or in this one particularly, I'll just do it at 25. And we're gonna press OK. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the image itself. So what we're going to do, since it's kind of round and I don't really care to have this part right here, we're just gonna go on to the elliptical tool, and then this part's where it gets a little tricky. We're gonna press shift somewhere around the middle, and then we're just gonna drag it out. See, like, hold on, it's gonna take a couple tries. And then I guess we'll take this one. We're just gonna press Command J, Command C, and we're just gonna bring it in there. And we're gonna size it up to about right here. And then we're just gonna enter the filter gallery. And then we're going to add a grain layer. Add these settings right here. And then we're gonna go into fresco, and we're gonna add just about like this much right here, I would say. Okay it. And then right off the bat you see it looks kind of cool already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate it 3 times. We're gonna put this one as screen, or actually first we're going to create a hue and saturation layer to the middle one. We're going to clip it right here. I'm just gonna drop the saturation down. We're gonna merge it together, and then for this one we're going to put linear burn. For this one it's going to be under screen, and then we're going to create curves. Create it to the middle one, bump that one up, as well as the levels. Wrong one. Levels, we're going to clip it as well. Bring the middle down just so you see how deep the black is on here. That's exactly what we're after. And then we're just gonna go onto the top one, create a levels right here. Gonna bring this one up just so like you see how like it kind of brighten it up a little bit. Drop that one down, bring that one up as well. That looks about good. We're gonna group all of this together and name it, main image. And then we're gonna bring in the second asset, which would be this face right here. load it in there. Same thing, filter gallery, not filter gallery, camera raw filter, grain 25, detail, noise reduction all the way up, color noise reduction all the way up, sharpening at about 50. Okay, this one we can do the object selection. So what we'll do is we'll go to the quick selection tool, select subject, and the whole thing should be good. We're just gonna get rid of this part right here by going on to the lasso tool. We're gonna select the delete layer, and we're just going to draw this. Clean it up just a little bit more. Now on this end, I'm just going to get rid of this right here. Guess we can add it back. Alright. I guess it's fine. We'll clean it up in the next one. We're just gonna add that. Same effects, go into the filter gallery. Just press OK. That looks about good. Same thing. For this one, create a hue and saturation layer, clip it, drop it all the way down, Command E to merge it, linear burn, screen, levels, create clipping mask, right there. This is where you eyeball stuff to match the lighting how you like it. And then we're gonna go into curves, and then we're gonna create an S curve for this one. And then for the top layer, it doesn't look like it needs much work, but we'll just do a levels layer, create clipping mask, and we're just gonna bring that one up, bring that one up, bring this one down. That looks about good. And G, face layer. Then we're gonna add a stroke to this. Or not stroke, we're gonna add an outer glow to this. And then we'll do it, let's try dissolve, let's see how it looks. That looks fine to me. We're gonna add an inner glow. Add a little stroke to here. Make it like so. We're just gonna okay that, and then we're gonna add the same things to this one right here. Okay, and then for this one, we're just going to convert this one as a smart object already. create a layer mask, and then we're just gonna clean up this right here. I'll make sure it's on soft brush and dissolve right here, just so it creates like a little bit of a fade out look, and it's nice and crispy. That looks okay. Ideally, you want to be saving each layer so that way you can go back to it, but YOLO on this one. That looks good. And we're just gonna add the background. Same thing, camera raw filter, noise reduction all the way up, color noise reduction all the way up, sharpening at 50, effects, grain, let's do 40 for this one just cause, and it's applying. Then we're gonna go into the filter gallery and just press OK, just to keep everything congruent. And then do the same thing, duplicate it 3 times. Put a hue and saturation layer, flip it, saturation all the way down, merge that, linear burn, screen, create levels, clip mask. And then we're just going to group it. And then we're just going to clean it up by adding a layer mask. And we're just going to brush the edges a little bit to have it fade out essentially. While we're at it, we're just gonna, first we're just going to delete that actually. We're going to merge it all. And then let's just delete the black, just because we know for sure that this one is only gonna be on a black t-shirt. And then now we're gonna go into the layer mask and just adjust it, just ever so slightly. We're going to reposition things, drop that one down, and then we're going to get we're going to group it, and we're going to add a gradient map. Then we're just gonna get some text in here. For this one, we're just going to do a style that we already had. That looks good. Create clipping mat, convert to smart object. Select that gradient right here, add it on top. Create clipping mask, curves. We're gonna stretch it by pressing shift and dragging it down. Then we're gonna add some curves to it. Realistically, you guys should be doing this with a grid and not just eyeballing it, but you know what? At this point, who cares? It's just a tutorial. I'm just kidding. That looks good. And we're just gonna add a top layer. That looks about good. And then we're just gonna add some textures to it. So we're just gonna group it. Let's add halftone. Create clipping mask. Then we're going to select soft light for that. Add some texture to it. good without it. Oh no, I actually like it. So yeah. Take it out. So yeah, we're just gonna merge that, and then we're going to delete the black on all of it. And see, and then we're just going to mock it up. And then for the most part, it needs some touching up to do, but I think I'm pretty satisfied with this. Post it. You know, we could do whatever. We can also like adjust the coloring on it for whatever reason. Like say you want it to be black and white. It could be black and white. Blue. I personally like that blue. To make a more realistic mock-up, we can set it as screen. Drop the opacity. But yeah. That's pretty much the tutorial. If you guys like that video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. It's Mr. Consistent signing off.